Bad Batch Season 3, Episode 6, titled Infiltration, brings back the other clones and shadow clones along with a new theme, as we get a lot of moments that reminded me of sounds and music from Season 2. This is Star Wars Music Analysis.
Do it.
The episode opens with a descending half-step, immediately harking something dark and sinister. This half-step continues with another minor second that ascends this time, and this short motif of a descending half-step, a descending perfect fourth, and an ascending half-step is something that we are going to become very familiar with throughout this episode. It will come to represent the shadow clone that we will see during this episode. I was curious to see if the theme had existed before, and I could not find it anywhere, but the Kiners used a similar approach during Season 2, Episode 7, The Clone Conspiracy, which is the last time we saw one of these shadow clones in action. There, the theme was different, but still began with a half-step and was used throughout the episode as essentially a theme for that particular shadow clone and that episode.
I can protect you. Once the Synod hears what you have to say.
Senator, you're not listening to me.
Here, we're going to see the exact same tactic being used. Low drones continue in the base as Rex sneaks through the town with Senator Singh, unknowingly watched by an assassin. As the assassin moves in on his target, his short motif in the synth plays, again highlighting the sinister half-step. The half-step moves to the high strings next. This is something that we'll see throughout this two-part series as well. The theme will sometimes become inverted or flipped in a way where the second half-step is above the first instead of below.
Come out of hiding, Senator. It is not safe for us here.
We're not.
As he attacks, an ostinato in 8-8 with a division of 3, 3, and 2 begins. It changes as the pursuit carries onward. The half-step and this shadow theme continue to be the feature of this episode as the clones discuss what to do with the shadow clone. I was a little confused by the kind of jazzy music that plays as they continue through hyperspace as well. Anyone else hear this and feel it didn't quite fit? A theme that I don't immediately recognize enters as we see this single clone. Let me know if this is a theme that I'm missing. The Woodwinds enter as the Bad Batch exit their ship, giving a somewhat awkward feel without being menacing to the scene.
They don't look happy to see us. Just like old times, huh?
Following this, though, is a lot of silence, which has actually been prominent through a lot of this low-energy episode so far. The sinister drones return, though, as the next shadow clone exits hyperspace. I'll be honest, this started to feel a little bit too much like Terminator for me right here. I get what the Kiners were after, but sometimes they veer just a bit too far into other lanes for me. Also, if he landed that close, how did nobody seem to see his ship with their eyes, let alone radar? As Crosshair confronts his accusers, his theme begins to come through the strings and texture, but it's only a brief excerpt as he backs down and reassures them.
But I'm not loyal to the Empire any longer. Your squad mate.
But the ominous music continues as the situation becomes more complicated for them.
M-Count.
Later, as Crosshair explains the secret clone force and Hemlock himself, Hemlock's theme enters in the low strings, almost as if he were in the room with them. But it's hidden, just like the clones that Crosshair is mentioning.
Into a secret deep cover program run by Hemlock. their identities.
Crosshair's theme returns again as he discusses his inability to be brainwashed.
Being defective is in my nature. You've encountered one before.
It reminds me of the moment in Season 2 as he and Hemlock trade wits.
She means nothing to you.
Low beats play as the assassin easily infiltrates the base. More half-steps enter as the Shadow Clone reports back about Omega.
Have you neutralized the operative?
The active Shadow Clone further infiltrates the base. His theme continues throughout. As we move back to the prison cell, the half-steps have turned into clusters in the high strings before moving to burst in the brass as the shuttles explode outside and the threat of these shadows is further displayed. The motif returns a few more times as the battle with the clones continues.
What do we do?
But before long, the rest of the Imperial clones arrive, and with them, a battle march begins. We see that they're led by Wolf, and that's where this episode ends.
Alive.
I'll be covering the second episode in my next breakdown, so stay tuned. But I absolutely would love to know what all of you think as well. Did you notice any themes that I missed? And what did you think of the new Shadow Clone theme? What do you think of Season 3 so far? Tell me in the comments below what you think. Consider checking out my Patreon page using the link in the description, where you can help support this channel for as little as $1 a month, or download PDFs and MP3s of projects as I complete them, along with other perks at higher tiers. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to learn more about the music of a galaxy far, far away, and as always, may the be with you.